everybody, Rachel here from ChemKid2, and today I have another video for you. This one is going to be a continuation of the last video I made. In my previous video I showed you how to figure out how many sig figs a number has, and in this video I am going to show you how to do math problems with numbers with sig figs. Now I know that sounded really confusing because there was a lot of big words in there, but it's okay. By the end of this video you'll get it and it'll be fun. So here we go. First, we're going to talk about addition and subtraction with sig figs. When you're trying to do an addition problem and you need to pay attention to sig figs, you need to use precision. Your answer should only go out as many decimal places as whatever number in your problem has the least amount of decimal places. So in this problem, we have 5.8, which only has one decimal place out. We also have 4.64, which has two decimal places. Now this would be the regular answer for this problem, because this has two decimal places, so would this one. But because of sig figs, we can't have that number right there, because 5.8 only has one decimal place. So we can only have one decimal place in our answer. So if you were using sig figs for this problem, this would be your answer with only the one decimal place. The same thing goes for subtraction. You can only have as many decimal places as your number with the smallest amount of decimal places. So in this problem, 6.41 has two decimal places, and 3.2 has one decimal place. So in your answer would be 3.2 because you can only have one decimal place, just like this. So you're just gonna get rid of the one that would be there, just drop it off. If it's a number over, it's like 5 or over, then you would round up the number just like your normal rounding rules. But since 1 is under 5, we don't round up. So this would be your answer if you're using sig figs. Now we're gonna talk about multiplication and division. Now multiplication and division have completely different rules than addition and subtraction when it comes to sig figs. When you're doing addition and subtraction, you have to pay attention to precision and the number of decimal points. You don't do that at all for multiplication and division. When you're multiplying, you count the number of decimal points in each number that you're multiplying, and that's how many you can have in your answer. So in this problem, if we count the number of sig figs, which we learned how to do in my last video, this number has 2 sig figs. This number has 4 sig figs. So in our answer, we can only have as many sig figs as we have in our lowest number of them in the problem. So in the answer to this problem, if you were just doing it mathematically like you normally do, your answer would be 4.356. But when you're using sig figs, you can only have 2 non-zero numbers in your answer. So your answer is 4.4, and we've rounded up the 0.3 because your next number is 5 or above. So your answer to this problem will be 4.4 because you can only have 2 sig figs. And you use the same rules when you're dividing. Like in this problem, for example, your top number has 3 sig figs, and your bottom number has 2. So in your answer, you can only have 2 sig figs because your number with the lowest amount of sig figs is 2. So your answer to this problem would have 2 sig figs. So that's how you use sig figs in multiplication and division problems. So now we're going to do a quick review of everything we've talked about in this video. When you are adding 2 numbers together and you need to pay attention to sig figs, look at how many places out from the decimal point you have in each number, and then whatever number has fewer places out from the decimal point, that's how many places you'll have in your answer. And then for subtraction, you have the exact same rules as you do for addition. So addition and subtraction, you're going to follow the precision rules with the places out from the decimal point. And then with multiplication, you're going to count your number of sig figs that you have in each number that you're multiplying. And then whatever number has the smaller amount of sig figs, that's how many sig figs you'll use in your answer. And for dividing, you have the same rules as you do for multiplication. So when you need to pay attention to sig figs in a math problem, you use the same rules for addition and subtraction, and then you use a different set of rules for multiplication and division. So I hope this video was really helpful for you guys, and now you know how to use significant figures in math problems. And I want to know what you want for the next video, because I don't have anything planned for my next video, so it's up to you guys. So you can let me know in the comments below this video, or you can like my Facebook page at ChemKid2 and let me know what other chemistry or physics topics you would like a video on, and I will try to make a video for you guys. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye!